Thank you very much. The gentlelady's time has expired and yields back. The chair now recognizes the gentleman from New York's 23rd District for 5 minutes for questions.
Thank you very much, Chairman Latta. As we've heard from several members of this subcommittee today, nuclear energy offers clear benefits. It provides reliable, zero-emission power, it supports high-quality jobs, and strengthens our grid resilience. It is an incredibly important tool for us to have in the energy toolbox, and it obviously is the future. But it works best as part of a balanced, all-of-the-above energy choice strategy that expands options and strengthens the grid, rather than forcing artificial trade-offs that raise costs, undermine reliability, or distort the free market. Across the country, we're seeing renewed interest in nuclear energy, and that's a good thing, including in my home state of New York. The state has recently directed the New York Power Authority to pursue development of a zero-emission advanced nuclear facility in upstate New York. I see that less as a final decision than more of a reflection of a broader shift towards reconsidering nuclear energy to expand energy choice. However, announcing a project is only the initial step. Whether a nuclear facility can be delivered depends far less on press releases than on the full set of processes that govern execution, including licensing pathways, environmental reviews, siting approvals, agency coordination, and the predictability of timelines from start to finish. In New York, that is where the real challenges will emerge. Mr. Williams, when states announce support for nuclear energy, what kinds of state policies help ensure projects can actually be delivered efficiently and cost effectively, and what kinds of policies tend to get in the way?
So thank you for your question. From a state policy perspective, I'll talk from the experience that we had at Vogtle. We experienced a number of policies that were very helpful in our state. One policy that was very helpful was construction work in progress that allowed us to save our customers money by ultimately having them, they were paying the interest of the loan and the cost during the construction of the project. That's a very kind of important aspect of state policy, and it was saved our customers hundreds of millions of dollars in the long term. We're also seeing states that are assisting with funds, grant funds for development that are helping kind of move things along quicker while utilities get more certainty around the risk mitigations that will be necessary ultimately before utilities move forward. Those are the types of policies that we think would be helpful.
Very good. In many states like New York, the permitting and the environmental review systems in place today were designed during a very, very different era. One where the focus was often on slowing and constraining major infrastructure projects rather than delivering them efficiently, even when there is clear predictability of timelines from start to finish. We have this new interest in nuclear, and those processes can involve overlapping agency reviews in open-ended timelines and litigation risk. Ms. Korsnick, how important is it for state environmental review, siting, and permitting process to be aligned if advanced nuclear projects are going to move forward, and does uncertainty in those processes ever become a deciding factor?
Well, thanks for the question. Yeah, I think it's very important, and it's the front end of the process, right, in terms of ensuring that your process and your project gets off on a good, clean start. And so getting that permitting and getting those environmental reviews done and done expeditiously, I think is very important. You know, nuclear is a major project. So if you can imagine sort of any major thing that you're trying to build, if you have inefficiencies and you have things that take much too long, they're dragging down other investments that you've made. It's a highly capital intensive process. So you're paying interest on some of those things. So the longer it takes, you know, the more expensive it is.
Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Williams, from an investment standpoint, how do long and uncertain state permitting timelines affect decisions to move forward with advanced nuclear projects, even when the technology and the site are sound?
Well, so thanks again for the question, and I'll reiterate something that Ms. Korsnick just said. Once you begin construction and you have workers on the ground, you know, the capital cost that you're expending is significant. So anything that can be done to make sure that permitting is efficient, that nothing can hold up that construction is absolutely critical for you to move forward and to be able to deliver the project as affordably and on schedule as possible.
Very good, thank you. As New York expresses renewed interest in nuclear energy, understanding how state-level processes affect execution will be critical. I really thank you very much, and I yield back the balance of my time.